Hey everybody, welcome to today's video. I'm going to do something a little bit different. This might turn into a series, it might not. It just depends on how well it goes, I think, because I've tried to do tutorials before and they always end up sinking like the Titanic as I film them, so it's it's a little bit of a toss-up, but I really need to film today because I have a few videos in mind that I want to do. So I figured, let me just film the eye makeup that I'm going to put on today while you guys watch. So it's not so much of like a this tutorial. It's just kind of like a mini get ready with me with my eyes. So that's all it's going to be. And also, I think if I make this a series, it's going to be kind of like all of the palettes that you saw me keep in my eyeshadow palette declutter. I really want to start using them more and in different ways. So this will kind of force me to come up with something new every single time that I use the palette. And so if I keep this around, I will probably do this every single time that I film, which is 2, sometimes 3 times a month. I'm only home really on Mondays. So those are the days that I film if I don't have anything else going on. Once we move, I can film more often because I can leave everything up as it is rather than having to put everything up, take everything down every single time that I film. So I could do more videos like this once we move, and I have a little bit more freedom to just sit down and film whenever I feel like it. So today I am going to use the Master Palette by Mario. I know that this is limited edition, but I'm just not one of those YouTubers that refuses to use something on their channel just because it's not available anymore. Like, I have this stuff, I really need to use it. And the thing is that none of these shadows are unique at all. If you have something similar, grab your similar shadows and you can follow along like that. I watch tons of tutorials for things that I don't have. And I just, you know, be like, okay, well, I have something similar to it, I'll do that. So, and if you do have it, then maybe this is a look that you have not tried yet, and we can try it together because guess what? I haven't tried it either. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Everything is already done except blush, highlight, and then the eyeshadow. So I'll finish up that once I get the eyeshadow on and see kind of what I want to do with it. I have already primed my eyes with the Ulta Nude Matte Eye Primer. Guys, this is even better than the Milani Eye Primer. I love it. Cannot stop using it. I literally have not touched the Milani since I started. And also, real quick, before I start, I did pick this new CoverGirl foundation up. It's the Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. I got it 2 hours ago whenever I went grocery shopping, and I got mine in the color 720. This seemed to be a spot-on match for the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in 122, which is a good color for me, and it does look pretty good, I think. I will say that I feel like it accentuated my pores a little bit, but I will do a full review on this once I test it out a whole bunch more. So if you are an oily skinned girl wondering about this, stay tuned. I will do a review on this one. So let's get started here. I've already primed, and then I did just use some setting powder all over my lids to, you know, set the primer. Now we're ready to go in with shadow. I'm going to take a blending brush, and I'm just gonna, I think, I'm gonna go into Lula just all over the crease, kind of as a transition-y type shade. I need to take the thing off of this. Ugh. I'm gonna try not to have this video be like hella long, because I feel like all of my videos are crazy, crazy long, but guys, I'm a talker. I sit in a truck all week long, and I got, you know, nobody to talk to because my husband is sleeping while I'm driving. And then it all just comes out for you guys. So, you know, the life of a trucker, you know. So I'm just going to run this all along in here. I hope that this turns out good. I really, guys, like, I have a really bad track record with filming stuff because my setup is not really exactly what I would like to have right now. in order to like get up close, you know, like real tutorial type of filming. So I'm just making do with what I got right now. But I also have a really nice camera that I just haven't figured out how to use yet. So things will get better eventually, whenever I can get some time off to just really sit down and figure things out. Okay, so that's not so bad. I did swatch some things on my hand to just kind of figure out like what did I want to do, because really I've only done like a couple very, very neutral looks with this palette ever since I got it. And so I think what I'm going to do is use this kind of cranberry-ish color and then this kind of pinky champagne color. And just do that and see how it goes. I was going to do like a more daytime appropriate look, you know, like work or whatever appropriate. But I have a feeling this is going to turn out looking kind of, you know, nighttime-ish, but, you know, whatever. Make it your own. However it works out, it works out. I'll try to switch it up if I continue this, you know, with different palettes each time, but then also circle back around and go back to, you know, a palette that I've used before and do a completely different look with it. So hopefully, even if you don't have the palette, you can still kind of get a sense, you know, of like a look that you could do. Because I know I am just very like, I just have a tendency to do the same thing but with different shadows, and then, you know, I'm rambling, honestly. I'm just rambling. Let me shut up for a minute so that I can place this where I want it. This is that kind of cranberry-ish color. Let me see the name. It's called Muse. So, ooh, this looks, ooh, can you see that? That looks so pretty on. I will list everything, all these brushes down below. It's the same stuff that I always use, though. I really need to do like a favorite brushes video. I just haven't gotten around to it. Guys, I have an entire list of videos that I would like to do eventually. And I'll get to them sometime. Sometime in the semi-near future. Oh, this is going on so pretty. Like, oh my gosh. Honestly, if you saw that declutter, I got rid of that Anastasia Self-Made. Was it Self-Made? I think it was the Self-Made palette, the one that looked kind of like denim-ish or tweedy on the cover of it. Because those colors, I just felt like I was not like using them as much as I really should have. But this one, even though it's a lot of warm tones, which some of you know I just really don't gravitate toward, this makes me feel inspired every time I open it. And just real quick, just to ramble on some even more, these two colors, what is it? This kind of pinkish one that I'm going to use today, it looks more of like a gold here, but this pinkish one and this blue one, I really want to do a look with that and see how it turns out. So maybe that's what I would do next time with this one. Ooh, I'm just really loving this. Like, this looks really pretty. I almost forgot which color I was using right now. Okay, now I'm going to take that blending brush. It's got really nothing left on it. I'm going to soften up this edge a little bit because I feel like I'm getting a little bit heavy right here. And just kind of go all along again and just kind of blend that out. I don't know why, but I feel like this outer right here, it always seems to like grab onto shadow more than I would like it to. And I don't really, I'm going to take, let me see here. I'm going to take just some of my face powder that I used and just kind of run that over it a little bit to tone it down. I just don't understand, but it just grabs onto the shadow so much. Like, you see that little that little sucker right there is just, it's like a little bit of a line of darker color for some reason. I think it's just my skin. I've got like texture up here that I'm trying to correct. Okay, that's a little bit more soft, so I'm not too mad about that. Let's see where we're at right here. So I've got that color pretty much from the outer V all the way to the edge of my iris right here. And I like that. I don't mind it. It blends really, really nicely. Let me just take a little bit more of it because I do have hooded lids, so I like to bring it up above where it creases right here and kind of create a new crease. And that way I have a little bit more lid space to work with. So there we go. Okay, I'm liking that. Now I'm gonna use the same brush and just kind of clean it off a little bit. I don't know how the order of these are gonna go up. I have several videos filmed already, and I'm filming a few more today because I never really know for sure that I'm ever gonna be home to film again if I run out. So I don't like to run out. But I'm also going to do a little kind of mini tutorial on how I depot things because I believe it was Tima XO, you asked for that video, so I'm going to do that one. And what else? Oh, I'm going to do a what's in my bag and kind of like bag organization, so look forward to those. I will link them down below if those are already up before this one. So now I'm going to take Marina, which is that kind of like pinkish color. I don't know if you can tell on here, but here it is, this very last one right here. It definitely seems more pinky on my hand than it does in the pan right here. So that's why I wanted to use that today. I'm just going to take that on here and just put that all over the inner third. I hope you can see that. And I'm just, here where they meet, I'm going to blend it a little bit over the top and then go in again with that Marina color, or Muse. I'm going to go in with the Muse color to blend it out even more. And on this, I like to take this, see where my eye like creases here? I take it up a little bit further to meet where I went up with the other color. So really those other colors are going right above that crease. So I'm going to do the same with this. Guys, I hope this is like helping. I hope it gives you some idea or something. If not, I hope it's just entertaining to watch me struggle with all of this stuff. Like, I'm no pro. I am certainly on the struggle bus most days. Ooh, I like that. Now I'm just going to take the same brush. Did you hear that? I like whistled between my teeth. I'm just going to take the same brush and go into that Muse color, which is what we used over here, just a little bit, and just kind of pat it very lightly all over the space where those two colors meet so that it just kind of blends a little bit better between the light and the deeper shade. So that way it's a little bit more of a seamless transition. Yes, I like that. I like it. And let me see here. Oh, for the lower lash line. For the lower lash line, I'm going to take that Lula color that we put in the transition, in the crease, and I'm just going to take it down here. I don't ever like to go all the way inside because I feel like it really closes off my eyes. Because whenever I smile, my eyes get very small. So I always just kind of stop where the color of my eye stops and just kind of blend it out toward the inner rather than actually all the way inside. So I'm going to take that. Do I want to just leave it that way? I kind of like just how that looks, but just to be a little bit extra, I'm going to take a very teeny tiny dot of that Muse color. Oh no! You guys. That just happened. That That just happened. Okay, all is not lost. Do you see what I mean about the struggle bus? Like, it is just all aboard. It's literally, that's me. This is my life. I gotta get that. Okay, I'm back. At least, I don't know what's going on here. At least none of the shadows cracked. They're all still good. So now I still have that teeny tiny little bit of mousse left on here, and I'm just gonna run it really, really lightly. And I'm only gonna put it on the outer part. And then just kind of very, very lightly feather it toward the inner. Ooh, I like that. What do you guys think? I'm gonna finish up the other eye, just so that this isn't super long, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and finished up the rest of it. Let me tell you what I used. For blush, I used NARS Sin, which was another recommendation from one of you guys, Team XO. Oh my gosh, I love this. Thank you so much for recommending it. It is bomb. For highlighter, which is super, 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 super subtle, I also used it under the brows and on the inner corner, a little bit on the Cupid's bow. I used the Naked Skin in Aura. I have already filmed a review for this. It's coming up sometime. If it's already up, I will leave it in the link down below. What else? I used the Wet n Wild setting spray. Still testing this one out. If you want a review for that, let me know though. I went to my old standby for lips. It is Marc Jacobs Role Play. Love this. What else is on my face? For my bronzer, I used the Bare Minerals Invisible Bronze. I'm going to have a review for this sometime on the bronze and the glow. I bought both of those. Coming up soon, I will have a review on the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. It will be part of my But Is It Good series. I also forgot to mention that I did buy this new CoverGirl mascara today that I did not use on my lashes today because I hate trying new mascaras on filming days because you guys know that can be a disaster. But also, you know what? I did use a sample of the Lash Domination Petite Precision mascara on my bottom lashes. I don't like it that much. I feel like they look kind of spidery, but we'll see. I'll have to use it a few more times, but it's very pokey. The brush, it made my eyes water real like bad. I think that that's it for this. I hope that you guys liked that was weird. I hope that you guys like this video. Let me know if you would like to see more of these of me just throwing on an eye look and seeing how it goes. So that is it. I will catch you guys next time. Bye.